hypocrisy of the left. It continues. Every day that we get closer to November 3rd, the 2020 election, the more I start to think, the president's got this in the bag. It's not guaranteed, but it's looking real good, and it's been looking better. Be the greatest of all time. CNN got woke and is going broke. And does this really surprise you? I mean, who even watches CNN outside of people at the airport? But apparently, Jeff Zucker is about to lose his job as the head of CNN after the company missed their profit targets by over $100 million. And it does not get any juicier than this. I believe it's called the Trump curse. Go anti-Trump and let's just say the karma boomerang will swing back and you'll get your just due. You'll get exactly what you deserve. CNN is non-stop nonsense of Trump this, Trump that, Russia, 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 and the people just aren't buying it anymore. At first they were, and CNN was doing quite well in terms of their subscription model. Of course, the 2-3 years after the president got elected, but then of course, after the Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. There is a revolution happening in the country. And no, calm down Pantifa, it's not your revolution. It's not a Castro revolution. It's not the Bernie revolution. It is the based black conservative movement, the Blexit movement. Candace Owens has done the unthinkable. She's done the unimaginable. She has started the Enlightenment Age, Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left, the media. More specifically, the left-wing media. They're a bunch of liars. There's a notion that I speak about all the time on this channel, how lefties, politicians, and even the GOP can look at you straight in the eyes, or look right into the camera, and just lie. Say something that is so disconnected from reality, it's unbelievable. And it's a tactic. Listen, they're aiming for the low-information voter. People who don't really delve into things, and frankly, there's more of those types of people than there are of people who critically think or delve beneath the surface. So maybe it's a winning strategy. I mean, it's been a Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind. This is not a video that I would normally make. Honestly, it's an act of desperation. You might have noticed because I've been trying to scream off the mountaintops lately that my channel is shadow banned. At first, I wasn't sure. I didn't say anything for 2 or 3 days, but it's been 5 days at this point and nothing has changed. There is something going on YouTube right now, and I don't think that I'm the only person who's been affected. My channel's reach has been completely destroyed by the algorithm, and it is not organic. I refuse to believe that this is organic. It's not just one video. At this point, it's 16 videos in a row that have done the exact same thing. It's not a coincidence. They're all behaving in the exact same manner. And I have 500 videos to contrast that with, which have all acted in a completely different way, in the complete opposite way. I've been saying it a lot on my videos, but a lot of you guys don't understand what's happening behind the scenes. So I want to fill you guys in. I don't want to say that my channel is being shadow banned and not prove my claim. So I'm going to give you guys some insight here and show you guys exactly what's going on behind the scenes so you can understand how YouTube is attacking creators like me in a less overt way. It's almost as if they're trying to push the buttons further and further and further and see what they can get away with. Alright, so the first thing that you guys need to understand is that this started about 5 days ago. You can look at my timeline and you'll notice that all of a sudden I cannot get a video above 200,000 views. 200,000 views in terms of performance for the last 3 months on this YouTube channel has been my lesser performing videos. When my videos hit 200,000 views, I usually think I didn't do a good job. I could have represented this better. In the last month and a half, I've had nearly 10 videos go above 1 million views. And then all of a sudden, a couple days ago, starting this week, my entire channel has just fallen off of a cliff out of nowhere. And it always looks the same. It looks like this. Look at this chart right over here.
by his command, and this global satanic system must declare everything they do, but the ones with eyes to see can spot and recognize their manipulation if they know what to look for. In this photo, shows SS Gestapo chief Heinrich Himmler with the fur. On the arm of Himmler's jacket, you can clearly see the V sign. Hitler and Himmler caught doing the Freemasonic handshake, called pass grip of a fellow craft. Hitler assured there was no fundamental difference between National Socialism and the Catholic Church. On these Nazi guards' helmets, we can find the SS SIG runes, while on the coat sleeves are the V emblems. The SIG rune or the SIG rune symbolized victory. The SS had been organized by Himmler, according to the principles of the Jesuit order. This photo shows another example of Nazi soldiers wearing uniforms with the V emblems. In its original form of the Younger Futhark, also called the Scandinavian It is generally considered that the mainstream media psyop phenomenon, or a psychological operation designed to steer and manage the perceptions of the masses, is largely perpetuated by news and current affairs programming. However, one of the earliest examples from the mainstream media does not pertain to an earthly tale of foreign powers or political intrigue. Rather, it is a story about a Martian invasion of Earth that sets the stage. I refer here to the infamous broadcast of Orson Welles in World presented a unique portrayal of the dystopian nightmare. Huxley postulated that mass human behavior could be controlled with bread and circuses, in other words, endless distractions. Instead of the obvious fist and fear control, H.G. Wells eventually taught Julian and Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley responsible parasitic criminals and elected officials who lie to their constituents, trade political favors for campaign contributions, turn a blind eye to the wishes of the electorate, cheat taxpayers out of hard-earned dollars, favor the corporate elite, entrench the military-industrial complex, and spare little thought for the impact their thoughtless actions and hastily passed legislation or social order that they become agents of good or evil. Much depends on how leaders cultivate a sense of identification with their followers. Hours far beyond those of Big Brother in George Orwell's dystopian novel, 1984. I can remember when the year 1984 seemed to be the far distant future, and I can remember the free country in which I was born and grew up. That country is no more. The youth of today have never experienced a free country and do not know what has been lost. Indeed, they are absorbed in the digital revolution that they think is freedom. The war on terror launched by 9/11s and the war on CV-19 launched in order to learn techniques of mass population control have together terminated free societies. Today privacy is a non-existent right, as are free speech, free inquiry, open public debate, and the right to operate a business. In place of debate, people who disagree with official explanations, enforced by the prostitutes and social media, are cancelled. Your every email, phone call, purchase, and web search is captured and used to build a profile of you for marketing purposes and for future arrest should you prove troublesome for the regime. Whistleblowers are prosecuted despite legislation defending them from prosecution. Thought control and behavior control are imposed by firing people and destroying their careers for using unapproved words and taking unapproved positions. Before I
because you give up the game. You weaken the game. But in this particular instance, it's important to let people know at least one time, at least just once, okay? Let them know it's all an illusion. It's all made up. And if you understand that for real, you will make yourself whatever it is you want to be in this made up reality. Don't seek the truth other than within yourself. Outside, there's no truth out here. You